is that we should have like a little opening greeting for each other.
What do you mean?
Like when we sit down at the table, I should say, "Good morning, Boris."
In a British accent?
You know, all the greats. Lucy. Like, we should have like a thing.
That develops organically. You can't just...
Okay, Dream Crusher.
No, maybe German. German would make more sense because...
It's okay, we sit down. Hey, everybody, yeah.
Hey, everybody. Hey, guten Morgen, Schatzi. Nah?
How you doing?
He's already taken. That's Wendy Williams. Morgen, Schatzi. What?
Yeah. Guten Morgen.
Schatzi.
Schatzi.
Guten Morgen, Schatzi.
Morning, Boris.
It's terrible.
It's just throwing me off. The German is throwing me off. That's all right. One for you today.
Yes, are you ready? Good. Because Evan Ross, son of the legendary Miss Diana Ross, is here today. And Cheryl Burke is going to fill us in on her decision to step down as co-host of the Miss USA pageant. Good morning, Schatzi.
Don't even start.
Okay, well, Donald Trump is at it again. He's defending his comments about Mexican immigrants, and he won't back down. Now, should he be worried that his will impact his brand?
I just gotta say.
Okay.
Sorry to cut you off. I'm torn because, on the one hand, I like to know where people stand, right? You want to know which neighbor not to borrow sugar from. But number two, I just can't understand in this day and age why somebody is so uninformed. He Googled something, and then he was like, all right, this is something I should say on national television because I'm running for president. It's so wrong. I mean, it's just, Señor Trump, por favor.
If she pulls out the Spanish, she's serious. Well, okay, this is my opinion. We live in a society where we're fixated on celebrities and entertainment. And
Asphyxiated means choking to death, and fixated means when you're
I said
focused.
fixated.
No, okay.
Fixated.
Yeah.
Thank you. On entertainment and celebrities and scandals, and obviously that gave him the platform to be able to even announce his running for the presidential
Mexicans
campaign.
don't need his approval, right?
You're right. You're absolutely right. He's trying to increase his brand value by running. He's not going to want to be a president. I don't believe he wants to be a president, seriously. But he wants to increase his brand value because he's making money licensing his name. He's putting his name on hotels, on casinos, on residential properties. What I don't understand is that knowing that, he still goes out and makes a racist and disgusting statement like that, which now will plummet his brand into the toilet.
Yeah. Look, and the thing is, every race of people has a group of people that does something bad. It's not, but the problem is that he's not when you have a platform like Donald Trump, you should be bringing people together. Yeah, not separating them. I have a Mexican friend, Elio, and he told me in Mexico they say, palabras necias, orejas, ay, Dios mío. Zurdos. Are there any Latinos aquí? Sí. It means dumb words, deaf ears. Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. Here's an issue that got me a bit heated. Giving 6th grade girls an IUD without their parents' permission. For those of you who don't know, an IUD is an intrauterine device, contraceptive, and the question is this too young? Do you want to take this? Because
Is this too young? I mean, where's the father? That's what I want to know. Where are the fathers?
6th grade is 11.
That's 11 years old.
Yeah.
Where are the fathers in this equation? I mean,
Well, yeah.
11 years old. Am I wrong for asking why are they having sex in the first place at 11?
No.
This is scary to me. I mean, fathers are the ones who instill confidence in little girls. They are the ones who show little girls how women should be treated and how they should communicate with other people. And for little girls to think that now they have to give their bodies away?
My problem is this. Look, our kids are having interest in sexual things. They're oversaturated by sexual images at a very early age. They really are. Baby, I know, but it's true. It's true. Everywhere you're driving, and the models on the billboards. I mean, you don't think about this until you're a parent. You're like, oh my God, baby, don't look, you know. But it's just there. So the sexual discussion is happening earlier and earlier. The problem is, I don't want anybody giving my daughter anything for her private parts without me knowing. Let's have a conversation at the school, bring in the mamas, bring in the daddies, talk about sex, whatever we got to do. But no. If she's in a nurse's office getting an IUD, well, I'm going to be in jail. Sorry.
I think we're touching on a subject that is wide-reaching because, again, we're talking about parental involvement in school matters. And when it comes to our children...
Which is a beautiful thing.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, we should be more involved. Nobody wants to go sit and go to the meeting at the school, but it makes a difference. You'll have more say. My kids go to public school, and we have a busy schedule, and we try to make those meetings and read those long emails about things that are concerning with something that happened on the playground, and we should talk about it. Yes, just make the effort, because you're going to end up at a school where your 11-year-old can get an IUD.
And we know it's hard. Okay, we know it's hard with the schedule and the work and the 3 jobs and everything else. But we have to do a better job to take care of our children. Fathers, please, fathers. I'm always trying to appeal to the fathers.
Well,
all you have to do is be there. Just be there. That's all you got to do. You don't have to bring presents. You don't have to build things or spend a lot of money. Just be there. Presence is key, especially in a little girl's life.
Yes. Here's an issue going on with young girls in a high school in England. I love this. Apparently their skirts are too short. So the head of the school has banned skirts. She says the short skirts are too distracting to the male teachers and male students. So the new rule in September will be all girls must wear trousers.
Are you serious?
Should we implement this rule in the United States? This was in the UK.
Okay, hold on a second. All right, first of all, okay, I understand when the schools have a uniform policy. You have to wear the same uniform.
Yeah.
In that case, okay, make the skirts a little bit longer. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. Thank you. If the school is a non-uniform school, which we have a lot of them.
This is a uniform school, though.
Okay, so then problem solved. But if it's not, it's nobody's business what anybody wears to school. If it's a school like that,
Yeah.
You can't tell anybody what to wear. Okay, we're beyond that. But at the same time, I got to talk to the guys, to the boys out there in those schools. Boys, focus on your duty, not the booty. All right? You're supposed to read, you're supposed to do math, you're supposed to do a whole bunch of stuff, but not
Baby,
pay attention
in America, duty is another word. It's duty.
Okay, boys, focus on your duty, not the booty. Is that better?
That's better.
All right, we got to take a break. We'll be right back with our friend Evan Ross.
Our first guest is actor, singer, and soon he will add dad to his resume. Please welcome Evan Ross.
Hey. Wow. Well,
Where should I sit, right here?
Yeah,
You can sit right
there.
here,
That's
yes.
perfect.
Yes,
Perfect, yeah. Your pants are ripped.
Yeah. Happened on the way here.
Oh, really?
I was trying to get here so fast, I ran and I tripped and
See,
ripped through the jeans.
well, we'll get you a new pair.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
What are you, his uncle?
Yes, I am. As a matter of fact,
Kind of feels
we
like
met.
it.
We
Kinda
met
feels like
when
it.
you were a teenager.
Yes.
Yes, remember that?
Yeah, I was 15, about to be 16. Yeah.
And you were
I was 17. Thank you.
Yeah, we're the same age.
I've known him. I feel like I've known him for such a long time. It's amazing to see you.
Yeah, grown up.
Well, I mean, looking at your pants, I'm not sure, but
Unbelievable.
Parts of me, you know.
yeah, parts of you.
Your dad was a famous mountaineer. Your mom's this legendary icon. When you were growing up, did you know, or how did you know, like when your mom walked into the room, that she was the one and only Diana Ross?
You start to realize that there's something special about your mother, I think, when just her presence itself, even more than I think the fact that like people knew who she was. I could always tell, you could feel her when she walked into a room. It would feel like something.
So she would wear like all gowns?
No,
and
not at
nightgowns,
all. But even if there's something she's so special, but there's something about her that even no matter what she's doing, whatever it is, like she has such a presence about her,
Yeah.
Whatever that energy is. Yeah.
Did she,
I remember walking into school rooms and things like that, and even if she was like trying to hide and peek in just to check on us, she was like, everybody would be like, oh wow. She's
Ann's
here.
mom's here.
Yeah.
So when did you get when you got in trouble? What would she say? What would she?
Yeah. I can't
She
tell
don't
you.
play.
I can't tell you because she's definitely gonna watch it. And I can't tell you. Every
She
time I
kept
tell
her
my mom, I was
kids
like,
in
you so scared, you scared me. And she's like, I did not.
She come at you like
she
her
just
hair
won't.
is
She-
all
it
out.
never
Yeah,
happened.
she did not play.
No, she just more than her. Her voice projects. So like,
Really?
she'll be on the other side of our house, and if she's mad and I hear my name get called out, I mean, I'm like, yo. Cause her voice, you can hear it. It's like she's serious, she's serious,
Did she ever talk to you about Michael? Because you give a young Michael vibe. Or...
Yeah, well, I was really close with Michael, even in the later years. He loved my mother like a mother, and he was very close with all of us, I used to talk to him all the time. I mean, later in the years too, when I was starting to go out and I was in the clubs, he would call me at like 2 in the morning. I'd be on the phone with him, and he was like, "Don't go out too late." And I was like, I'll run outside. I'll run outside and talk to you on the phone. He's like, "No, put the phone on. I want to hear it." So he put the phone on speaker so he could hear the music in the club.
Wow.
I'd be like,
He would critique it.
he just liked.
I can't imagine you're chilling
I
with
think
your
he's just
friends and then the phone
Michael
rings.
wants to be on the phone.
It's
Oh, yeah,
Michael
I'll put it on
Jackson.
speaker
You
all the
got to
time.
run
Be like, yo,
outside
Michael's on
real
the phone.
quick.
No way.
Yeah, and he'd call me Applehead. What's up, Applehead?
You can call me anything. I don't care. Applehead, peanut head. That's fine.
Let's talk about your music. This one hasn't stopped singing it. Your hit single, man.
Yay.
It's amazing. How to Live Alone, right? I love
See?
Man,
See? There we go.
come on.
You sound good.
It's an amazing song.
the
It's
song.
an
Featuring
amazing
T.I.
song. Yes.
T.I. I
But-
love
but-
T.I.
But having Diana Ross as your mother, was there ever a point where you said, "Okay, I can't do this"? Like any doubts about you pursuing your music?
I knew I had to do it for myself. I think no matter what, you get judged in a certain extent just because of what greatness she's done, but that can't stop you from doing what you love, And she's so supportive of it, So,
Tell us what the song is about.
It's about love,
Yes.
Look at him blushing.
Yeah, I feel like I started doing movies before music, and I think it was because I hadn't really found the story that I would want to tell. And I love positive music, and I also think that there's, at the time too, this is the time where, I found love, and I think there's something so powerful about that, especially with young men. I feel like we don't talk about that enough.
Absolutely.
We promote the idea of more women, more,
Yes.
So you're 26 years old. You're making this choice to get married. You're expecting a baby with wife Ashley Simpson. This is huge. I mean, are you ready for this?
Yeah, I can't wait. We got the nursery ready.
Have you picked out a name yet?
My wife's the best. She's so, yeah, we did. I can't tell the name. The only person I wanted to tell the name to was my mom, and she wouldn't let me tell her. So she's like, that's for you to have. So
Wow.
So, well, you and Ashley are really young.
Yes.
You're still very young. So how does a young Hollywood couple like you guys survive in Hollywood and set such a great example of somebody the way you do?
we got each other. I think we both grew up in a lot of senses. Yeah. We both grew up in this and in families. I mean, she's been working forever too. but we look out for each other, and she's an incredible mother already. So it really, you know, I got the easy job now because she just knows how to do it, you know, and she's amazing, you know. I think part of the reason why I fell in love with her, she's got such a mothering thing about her. She, you know, takes care of people. You know,
Well, we have to take a break, but when we come back, we'll see just how prepared Evan is for fatherhood. Don't go away. The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2, which will be out in November. We can't wait, yes, I know, to see this movie. And we want you, Evan, to tell us all about it, but
we want you to do it in a 6-second vine. Look right there into the camera. You think you can handle it? And go.
It's going to be an incredible movie, and you're going to see a lot of new stuff, and there's a lot of new cast members coming into the game, and it's going to be really special. And it's coming soon.
A lot of good stuff. It's going to be really special.
I'm not really, I don't know, you know, it's very specific about what we're, you know.
What you can say and can't say.
Yeah, because it's going to be such a surprise. I'm telling you, the worlds that we've gotten to are really amazing.
Yeah, but you're in it. That's all we need to know.
Yeah, I'm in it.
Now, talk about the movie. What's the craziest stunt you had to do in the movie?
We had to, well, one of the craziest ones for us was we had to be in like a tunnel underwater to about right here with full gear on and our weapons over our head, and we had to walk through this water, and it was, you know, if the water's too cold, even if it's regular temperature, you could get, you know, hypothermia just for how long we were in the water, because we're there for all day, for like 3 days, just sitting in wet outfits, so the water had to be really hot, so we're in this tunnel, and it was hot, and we're just walking together.
What happens if you have to go number one?
I'm sure, you know.
You have to work it out.
We won't call any names out, but
We won't call any names out, but we know that you have a baby girl on the way who's going to be a lot of number one in your life, and number two.
Yeah,
so to help you get prepared, we came up with a game called the Daddy Games.
Daddy Games.
Get over to your station.
All right, go ahead. This is my station.
I don't know if this is
You're
fair,
both
though,
going
because
to need these. You need some help with the baby.
you've been a daddy.
I had a
your
lot
whole
of experience with
You
the
can
baby
do that.
Bjorns.
Get that on.
I know.
Let me help you out, baby.
You better
This
not
is
let
how
me
it goes.
win.
No, the baby
Yeah,
turns
this
around,
way.
faces
You can't beat me.
Thank you.
There
Okay,
you go.
there we go.
See?
I'm ready, though.
What are we going to do?
Is that a little tight? But you got to keep the baby.
Here,
Real calls.
Babe, what are the
She's
rules?
all-
Okay, here are the rules. Here's how it works. People.
Mine's
Oh, I
a lot-
like this.
Why does yours look cooler than mine? I
You
feel like
and
my
Boris.
baby's head is under my chin.
Mine is a
It's
boy,
okay,
yours is a
whatever.
girl. Like
got-
you.
Please stand on your podiums. Thank you. You and Boris are going head to head to test your knowledge of baby items. I'll read a clue, and you have to grab the item, put it in your diaper bag. The daddy with the most items in 45 seconds is safe, and the other will face a firing squad of milk to the face. Yes. May the best daddy win! 45 seconds! Go! These are dirty bottoms. They
Sorry,
must be
cheater.
covered, so you'll need this so there's no mess. Which one is that? What will you need?
What was the best?
I didn't hear you.
Dirty bottoms must be covered.
Oh, yeah, where's
so
it
you'll
at?
need this item so there'll be no mess. Go back. Yes, go back to your podium.
But-
Even babies have had bad hair days, so your baby will need this to hide their unruly hairdo.
Ah, no!
Babies get fussy and cry, so you need to be armed with this when you want peace and quiet.
I have no idea.
What? Get to your station. Babies need.
Come on, baby.
Babies need snuggy bunnies. The baby.
It's okay.
Listen.
The baby's okay. Hold on a second. What? That doesn't count.
It's all right, baby. It's okay.
Where are we going?
All right. Let's see how they did. Bring your bags.
We're not done yet. There's so many more items.
All right. Let's check this
This
out.
baby's so close to my face.
I said dirty bottoms must be covered, so you need this so there'll be no mess. What was it? A diaper.
I was looking for the wipes. You know.
Even babies have had bad hair days, so your baby will need this to hide their unruly hairdo.
Oh, he cheated.
A bonnet.
I knew that.
You ran off way earlier
I
than
knew that.
Babies get fussy and cry, so you need to be armed with this when you want peace and quiet. A pacifier.
That's right.
Yes, sir. It looks like my husband, who already has 2 children, got one little
How
tiny
did you even
item.
see the pacifier on the table?
And he likes peace and quiet. That's so we went
So he's
right
like, I know
for it.
exactly what that is.
And Evan, the daddy-to-be, got 2!
There we go.
Which means what?
Looks like Evan has won the daddy games, which means, Boris, your fate is doomed.
This is the best part ever. I'm so excited.
Well, hey,
I never thought.
Can I get some audience music? Dun, 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 dun,
Come on, come on.
dun, 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 dun.
I've known you so long, and I never thought I was going to be able to spray milk in your face.
I don't need glasses.
He's ready to
I
go.
don't need
You
this.
probably should put the goggles on, because
No,
I'll take it.
I'm
No,
going
you
for the
need it,
face,
babe.
bro.
We don't have a lot of clothes for this show, so you gotta
That's a good wife. She's
cover
taking
the
care
baby.
of
I'm
you. You know what I
taking
mean?
care of
'Cause
you.
Give it to me.
All right. Ready?
You ready?
Aim. Fire.
Give it to me.
I had to get the shoes.
Thanks to Evan for stopping by. Make sure to check out his new single, How to Live Alone. And don't miss him in the Hunger Games, Michael James Part 2. We'll be right back.
Our next guest danced into our hearts as the 2-time champion of Dancing with the Stars. And yes, I know, amazing. And she's currently starred on I Can Do That. Now she's back in the spotlight after stepping down from her duties as one of the co-hosts of the Miss USA pageant as a result of the controversial statements by Donald Trump. Please welcome Cheryl Burke.
There you go. Hi.
How are you guys? Congratulations on your new show.
Oh, thank you.
It's awesome. Let me stop recording.
There you
All right,
go.
there we go.
Just put it down.
All right.
Welcome, welcome.
Thank you. How are you guys? Hi.
Joe, I gotta applaud you for your courage to take a stance
Thank you.
in light of the whole controversy with the Miss USA pageant.
Thank you so much. Yeah, you know, it's always been my dream to co-host live TV, and especially Miss USA. I know how hard these girls have been working. This has been a dream for them, like their whole life, I'm sure. But, you know, I had to make the right decision for myself, and in good conscience, I just couldn't move forward, so.
Good for you. So let's shift gears a little bit. You just finished the hit NBC stunt show, I Can Do That.
Oh,
I saw you.
Yeah.
so crazy. I was a Harlem
What's the show?
Globetrotter.
I know. Jabberwocky.
I was a Jabberwocky. I double dutched with Sierra.
I saw that.
That was hard.
That was amazing.
I never got injured when I did Dancing with the Stars, but I got injured double dutching with Sierra.
So tell us,
It
what is
was
the
so
show
hard.
about? What's
So
the setup?
it's 6 of us, just to name a few. It's me, Nicole Scherzinger,
Yes.
Sierra, Joe Jonas, Jeffrey Dye, and Alan Richardson. And basically, it's kind of like The Voice meets America's Got Talent. So we're running up, and if that person wants the challenge, then they can pick their partner. And for instance, so Jeffrey Dye was like, I want you to Harlem Globetrot. I was like, listen, I cannot play basketball. You're choosing the wrong part. I think I played when I was in 6th grade, and then acrylic nails came in my life, and I was like, okay, this is not going to happen. So, but it was actually, it's so much fun, and we're all judging each other, but no one gets eliminated. No one's holding up a paddle. So it's like a fun competition.
Right.
And I think it's family friendly, and we're actually doing stuff that we've never done before. So, you know, we're all good at what we do, but we're completely out of our comfort zone. And
That's the
it's
fun
so
part.
cool to be able to feel challenged. And I think it's also inspiring just to know that if you really put your mind and heart into something, you can really achieve it.
Yes, that's so true.
How much time do you guys get to practice all these things?
We have less than a week.
Are you
And
serious?
then we go for it. I mean, I also did grounded aerial, and I'm so scared of heights. And I was 100 feet high, hanging by a rope in a harness, and I was literally in tears. I was like, oh, I can't do
Talk
this.
about Dancing with the Stars. You were like in the stars.
Well, I mean, that I could do. I've been dancing since I was 4. But I mean, I have
This is a whole nother
this is
level.
a whole nother level, and this is so awesome because
And
I
you
feel
also-
inspired again. You know.
Yes, you
Great.
started a fitness line too,
I
QVC.
do. Yes, I live in activewear, and you know, for me, it was all for my women out there that are curvy and that want to be comfortable and feel good and look good at the same time.
Yes.
And it's super affordable. I mean,
So
nowadays.
I could go to the store, run errands, and go to the gym,
Exactly.
pick up the kids.
Go for a drink with your girlfriends, whatever that may be. I mean, being active doesn't necessarily mean getting on the treadmill and running 20 miles. You can be active with your everyday life. You know, we're all busy and we're all staying active, so why not look cute? It's super affordable. Nowadays, there's sports bras out there for like $150.
I
It's
know, it
ridiculous.
sucks when I go and I try to
Right?
use sports bras on.
Especially, you know.
And it's so expensive.
I know, it sucks, doesn't it? Yeah.
I feel your pain.
We missed seeing you on the last season of Dancing with the Stars,
Thank
though.
you so much. I mean, dancing will always be a part of my life, and I've done it for a decade. I started when I was
know.
20 until I was 30, and I just felt the need to kind of spread my wings and see what else is out there. But
Wasn't this one supposed to be your dance partner?
you know
or
what?
something?
Let me tell you,
Oh boy.
guys, about Boris
Oh,
over
boy.
here. He was supposed to be my partner. Then he backed out or chickened out.
What happened was, I would have
Then-
loved to dance with you.
I love him, but then guess who my partner was? I love you. Drew Carey.
That's great.
That's great.
We're about the
Drew
same.
Carey is great, but I think we might have lasted a little longer.
Well, could you maybe...
Who wants Boris on Dancing with the Stars?
Oh
Seriously.
wow. Okay.
Well, maybe you can show
The
us...
both of us. You guys should do a couples Dancing with the
Well,
Stars.
could you show us?
No one's ever done that before.
Yeah, you need to show
I
us
should
a
be the
couple
casting director on Dancing
I mean,
with the Stars.
you know, I just, one thing about Boris and I is that we are always prepared for superstars like you.
Oh, I wouldn't.
So I just,
Stop it. Are we getting naked?
Whoa.
Yes.
Hello.
Cheryl, yes. Work that fringe, Mama.
Look at this.
Hello.
Hey, baby.
What? Wait, hold on.
I'm ready.
We got
I'm
to
ready.
get.
Okay,
We
huh?
got
What
to
do you
get
got?
this.
What do
It's
you
all
got? I just have
about
to
the bling and
Yes.
the
Flip this.
rhinestones.
I'm ready too.
All right.
Hold on. I have a couple
I don't know how
buttons.
to do this. All right.
What?
It's a little magnet. Yeah.
See that?
Magic Mike 3.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
What do we
All
do?
right, okay.
I'm not-
You got your salsa hips. We got to warm up these
I should have
hips.
put on some Spanx.
Okay, come on. Yeah, girl. You got it. A little faster. Okay, so we're going to do a little salsa. Yes, it's only 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Hey!
I take it
Okay,
back.
now let's try it together. You guys should try it together.
Okay.
Okay, so,
1, 2, 3.
so it goes like this.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Okay, there it is. Hello. 1, 2, 3. To me.
Ready? And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. There you go. They don't need lessons.
Can you spin me around?
I love your facial expressions. Yes. Now, turn and dip her. Turn and dip her.
Turn to what?
Dip her.
Okay,
But
got it.
don't drop her, okay?
Hey.
Yes. That is amazing.
Thank you.
10. I give you a 10.
Cheryl's going to stick around to help make a little girl's wish come true. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. Have you ever wanted your partner to get rid of something they've been holding on to for years? Well, if so,
Sorry.
help is on the way. Fashion expert Stacey Cox is here to help. She's here to help some couples usher out the old and bring in the new. And, you know, let them know it's time to let it go. Audience,
go.
say it with me.
Let it go.
Please welcome Stacey Cox. Hi. So, how difficult is it for people to really let things go? You know, like certain wardrobe items
Yeah.
or colors or styles.
It is so hard for people to release stuff with love and to think outside their comfort zone. So segments like this are a great exercise to get the conversation going and give people permission to let go of the elastic waistbands and the pleats and the cottons and things that are so soothing and comforting, but not really sexy.
So how do you introduce that very touchy subject of wanting your partner to change something or let go of something? It's very hurtful.
That's a good question. And I feel like the way you open, the way you start is always with a positive.
I want her to say it.
Okay. You can do it. Hit it.
Hey, baby.
I already know she wants something. I know.
No, you know what, sweetheart? Tomorrow we have a day off. Let's go out, you and me, to our little spot. Then head on over to the mall and
The mall?
I can't do it. I can't do it.
You can do it. You can do it. Go.
I love your vest. I love you. We have two couples today in need of Stacy's help to let go of a few things. Our first couple is Julie and Dave. They've been married 7 years and they might be itching. He wants his wife to get rid of her unsexy PJs, and she wants him to dress up a little bit when they go out on a date. Come on out, Julie and Dave. So, Julie, what is this about Dave's outfit that you don't like? He looks comfortable. He looks happy.
He always looks comfortable, but he always dresses like this.
No matter what the occasion.
Well, you know, when we were dating, it was great. He'd dress up, we'd go on a date, you know, and now that we've been married and we have a daughter, and it's just, no matter when we go out, he always dresses like this. So there's no more like dressing up in a suit or anything nice, no effort.
Okay,
really.
well, Dave, between you and I like your outfit.
I like my
It's
outfit.
kind of like what I do when I'm at home. But what don't you like about her PJs?
You mean the I'm going to a slumber party back east
Oh!
PJs? I don't know. I think that kind of covers it, right?
Well, our next couple, we're going to tackle that, is Fatima and Raul. She says, yes, he wears booty shorts when he goes jogging. He wears the booty shorts, and she wants him to let him go. And
Hold on a
yes.
second.
Yeah.
Yes, this is true.
He wears what?
Booty shorts.
He wears booty shorts?
Yes, we're going to see.
Can I see a picture of that?
He says she needs to ditch the 10-year-old flowery wrap dress. Come on out, Fatima and Raul.
I want to see that, bro.
Here it goes.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
I know.
Holy. Hey.
My gladiator shorts.
Remember that statement I made earlier, man?
Okay.
Raul, it is not your duty to show the booty. It's your duty
Okay.
to work out.
Fatima, what don't you like about Raul's workout outfit?
Wow.
Booty! Booty! Look
So
at all
when
his
he's
hair.
running down the street, are the neighbors looking?
They call the police and stuff?
embarrassing.
Huh?
It's our children are embarrassed. I'm embarrassed.
Oh.
It's
How
not
old are your
good.
children?
The oldest is 15, the youngest is 2 months.
Raul, what are you thinking?
No, but you know what? The brother wants to take care of himself. I appreciate that. You go out for your morning jog. That's huge.
That is huge. Okay, Raul, talk to me, man. What's going on with the flowery dress? What don't you like about her dress?
I mean, it's Big Mama's dress. You know, reminds you of your grandmama. Yeah, you know the flowers, the big flowers. You know, you want. It's like, baby, I want you to stay hot. You know what I'm saying? I want you to stay hot. Yeah, you know, elegant and hot. Elegant and hot. You know.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much. Joining us in the audience is Sean, who says his girlfriend, Bree, dresses like a tomboy.
Sean?
Yes.
Describe Bree's tomboy look.
Well, she typically wears, like, you know, holy jeans or some kind of holy pajamas and a shirt that's often has the collar cut off and is holy. Also, you know, baseball cap, which I find, you know, generally, actually, tomboys generally adorable, but 365 days a year is a little much.
Come on out, Bree. Let's see you. Let's see what he's saying.
Let's see
Come
what
on
Bree
out,
looks like. There she is. Okay. All right, I see what Sean is talking about. Bree, now the question is, are you ready to let go of this look?
We'll see. I'm open to trying.
Okay, that's a good start.
Okay, well, Stacy's going to take all of you backstage, and we'll reveal your new look at the end of the show. I can't wait to see these new looks. I know you're going to look hot. Thank you, Stacy. Yes, don't go away. Our next guest is unstoppable. She's a 13-year-old girl with severe sickle cell anemia, and she's on a mission to inspire children with her Just Be You campaign. Please welcome Shayla Rucker.
Happy to be here.
We're so happy to have you.
Tell us, how did you come up with the Just Be You campaign?
Well, my Just Be You campaign, I noticed that at the hospital there are a whole bunch of kids who are sitting around not being themselves, feeling like that the doctors can tell them what they can't do. And so I felt like, well, when I was in the hospital, all I did was be myself. I did music therapy, interviewing people. Being a host is what I love to do, and it's what helped me get through my pain crisis. What helps me feel better can make a whole bunch of other kids feel better as well.
The Make-A-Wish Foundation told us that your wish is to host your own talk show one day. Well, today, Miss Shayla, you get to do just that.
What? Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh my God.
You already prepped with our producers and went through hair and makeup.
That's
So,
right.
are you ready, Shayla?
Yeah.
Oh, look at
Oh my
that.
God.
Yes.
Okay, Shayla, well, this is your show.
Scoot on over. Let's give it a count.
Look right there into the camera and introduce your guest.
Oh my God.
Have a seat.
There you go.
I'm so happy this earlier guest stuck around. Please welcome back Cheryl Burke.
You're so beautiful.
Thank you.
Did we lose your cord?
It's okay.
You got it?
There it is.
I'll get
Alright.
it for her. Oh, it's right there. It happens. I'm a seasoned talk show host.
How are you, baby?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Cheryl, I've had to deal with tough things in my life. What advice would you give a young girl having to deal with difficult situations?
Well, that's a good question. I think we've all, all of us have dealt with whatever we have been dealing with. Like for me, it was body image issues. And, I also went through child abuse when I was a little girl. So that alone was really difficult to deal with. But I always surround myself with great people and great family and friends that really keep you grounded. And you always need to just, look up to the stars and just reach for your goals, because don't let anything ever stop you from what you want to do and what your dream is.
With me being sick, I've always found that you can lose yourself in whatever you're going through, and you just have to stick to being yourself.
100%. Yes, I totally agree with you, Shayla.
Yes.
Good for you.
What has been some adversity you had to deal with since being a celebrity?
Well, like I said, with body image issues, that happened when I was in my early 20s when I first did Dancing with the Stars. And because you're kind of in this limelight, which is not the real world, but you're in this limelight where there's lots of paparazzi and there's lots of people just, body shaming you. And for me, that was really hard, all that attention, because it was hard for me to be able just to be like, you know what, you don't have to be a size 0 to be beautiful.
Right.
You should embrace your body and embrace who you are.
Yeah, for me, it was always me feeling like I couldn't do anything because I was sick. And today, I'm sitting here doing what I like to do.
That's right.
You are an inspiration, I'm telling you. You're an inspiration to me and so many people. And you keep doing what you're doing because you're amazing at it. You really are.
Yes, you are.
Thank
You
you.
really are.
Yes.
Right into the camera.
Well, thank you, Cheryl, for being my guest. And actually, I have one last thing for you.
What's that?
Well, with my Just Be You movement, we make bracelets. And we give them away to kids. So I would like to present you with your very own custom Just Be You bracelet.
Oh,
Wow,
thank you, baby.
thank you, Shayla. Didn't she do a great job, everybody? Huh? You're going to have your own show one day.
You're going to have your own show.
Wow.
Thank you to Cheryl Burke for helping us make Shayla's dream come true. For more information on Shayla's Just Be You campaign, follow her on Facebook at facebook.com/justbeyou.
We'll be right back.
Before the break, we sent fashion expert Stacey Cox backstage to help a few people break free of their old style. Please welcome back Stacey Cox. So we've been waiting long enough. Let's check out these new looks. Remember, Julie and Dave? Well, he wanted her to get rid of her unsexy PJs, and she wanted him to dress up when they go out a few times on dates.
Let's see them now. Come out, Julie and Dave. Whoa! What happened?
Makeover.
We found her sexy.
Wow.
Well,
Yes.
Julie is a real estate broker. She is a wife. She's Dave's wife. She's Michelle's mom.
She's a bad mama jamma, that's your seat.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sometimes you have to give busy, multitasking moms permission to go back in and unlock their sexy.
And don't forget Dave over here.
Well,
Hello.
Exactly.
Wow. And wait a minute, but this is something you feel comfortable in, right? This is something you could do. It's not too over the top. It's still comfortable, casual.
That's all good.
It's all
Well,
good.
let's ask them. How do you like his look, Julie?
I think he looks amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd go out to a club with him.
I bet. And what about you? What about you? How do you feel about Julie?
I think the slumber party stepped up a notch.
There's a whole other kind of slumber party going on.
Remember Fatima and Raul? She wanted him to get rid of his booty shorts, and he wanted her to ditch the flowery dress. Fatima and Raul, come on out now.
There we go.
You did good, Stace.
Nice.
Thank you. So with Fatima, it's all about understanding what a sheath dress is. So what she's wearing is a solid color. It pops her skin tone. It's a sheath dress with that beautiful tucks and gatherings at her waist, so it brings her in and creates a streamlined silhouette. Rose gold jewelry, so on trend right now. The little blazer, she can take it on or off. That adds another layer to the look. And hot stuff over here, Raul. Okay, so big deal. I added a few inches of length to his shorts.
Okay.
All right? I did.
But they're still fly, though. They're still fly.
How do you guys like each other's looks?
Love it.
I'm so happy. This is
Well,
safe.
you look good. You look
Neighbors
good.
are not going to call the police anymore.
Children don't have
That's
to
a good
like.
thing.
It's time for our last makeover. Sean?
Sean, come on.
Come
Come on
over
down,
and
Sean.
join us.
Yes. Hi.
Okay, you wanted your girlfriend to let go of her tomboy look.
Yes.
Right?
I mean, I do think it's cute, but it was just too much.
That's
too,
okay,
Too
it's
often.
okay, it's
So,
okay.
you know.
This is
okay.
Bree before.
Let's see her today. Let's see her right now. Come on out, Bree. Whoa! Whoa! What did you do? Look at Sean's face. Look at his face. Look at his face. He's like,
Wow. Like, I've seen a lot of makeovers before, and you are so beautiful.
Yes, you
With the tomboy, when you're dealing with tomboys, you want to go in gently. You can send them right back to their treehouse
She's
if
not
you
showing too
No,
much.
That's it. You can't be too. You got it, Nicole. You can't be too skimpy, too sheer, or too much cleavage. You got to keep it classy and edge the tomboy into something like this.
But she has a nice army fatigue color. It's kind of
and the
muted.
peplum
A little
top
pop
is
of
on
feminine.
Yeah,
Sean, what do you think?
I think it's spectacular. Absolutely. I'm blown away.
Go over there. Give her a hug.
yeah.
Tomboy. Come on now. No, you can't wait. There
Thank
it
you
is.
all for being with us today. This is amazing.
Special thanks to Evan
Stacey.
Ross, Cheryl Burke, and Shayla and Rucker for hanging
Bye,
out with us
Shay
too.
Shay.
Bye, Shay Shay. See you next time, guys.
Thank you, Stacey.
Fathers, please, fathers. I'm always trying to appeal to the fathers. All you
here's
have
an
to do
issue.
is be there. Just be there. That's all you got to. You don't have to bring presents. You don't have to build things or spend a lot of money. Just be there. Presence is key, especially in a little girl's life.
Yes. Here's an issue going on with young girls in a high school in England. I love this. Apparently their skirts are too short. So the head of the school has banned skirts. She says the short skirts are too distracting to the male teachers and male students. So the new rule in September will be all girls must wear trousers.
serious?
Should we implement this rule in the United States? This was in the UK.
Okay, hold on a second. All right, first of all, okay, I understand when the schools have a uniform policy. You have to wear the same uniform.
Yeah.
In that case, okay, make the skirts a little bit longer. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. Thank you. If the school is a non-uniform school, which we have a lot of them.
This is a uniform school, though.
Okay, so then problem solved. But if it's not, it's nobody's business what anybody wears to school. If it's a school like that,
Yeah.
you can't tell anybody what to wear. Okay, we're beyond that. But at the same time, I got to talk to the guys, to the boys out there in those schools. Boys, focus on your duty, not the booty. All right? You're supposed to read, you're supposed to do math, you're supposed to do a whole bunch of stuff, but not
Baby,
pay
in
attention to
America, duty is another word. It's duty.
Okay, boys, focus on your duty, not the booty. Is that better?
That's better.
All right, we got to take a break. We'll be right back with our friend Evan Ross.
Our first guest is actor, singer, and soon he will add dad to his resume. Please welcome Evan Ross.
Good job. Good job. Hey. Wow. Well,
Where should I sit, right here?
Yeah,
You can sit right here,
That's
yes.
perfect.
Yes.
Perfect, yeah. Your pants are ripped.
Yeah. Happened on the way here.
Oh, really?
I was trying to get here so fast, I ran and I tripped and
See,
it ripped through the jeans.
we'll get you a new pair.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
What are you, his uncle?
Yes, I am. As a matter of fact,
Kind of feels
we
like
met.
it.
We
Kinda
met
feels like
when
it.
you were a teenager.
Yes.
Yes, remember that?
Yeah, I was 15, about to be 16. Yeah.
And you were.
I was 17. Thank you.
Yeah, we're the same age.
I've known him. I feel like.
Understand in this day and age why somebody is so uninformed. I mean, he Googled something, and then he was like, all right, this is something I should say on national television because I'm running for president. It's so wrong. I mean, it's just, Señor Trump, por favor.
If she pulls out the Spanish, is serious. Well, okay, this is my opinion. We live in a society where we're fixated on celebrities and entertainment. And
Asphyxiated means choking to death, and fixated means when you're
I said
focused.
fixated.
No, okay.
Fixated.
Yeah.
Thank you. On entertainment and celebrities and scandals, and obviously that gave him the platform to be able to even announce his running for the
Look,
presidential
Mexicans
campaign.
don't need his approval, right?
You're right. You're absolutely right. He's trying to increase his brand value by running. He's not going to want to be a president. I don't believe he wants to be a president, seriously. But he wants to increase his brand value because he's making money licensing his name. He's putting his name on hotels, on casinos, on residential properties. What I don't understand is that knowing that, he still goes out and makes a racist and disgusting statement like that, which now will plummet his brand into the toilet.
Yeah. Look, and the thing is, every race of people has a group of people that does something bad. It's not, but the problem is that he's not when you have a platform like Donald Trump, you should be bringing people together. Yeah, not separating them. I have a Mexican friend, Elio, and he told me in Mexico they say, palabras necias, orejas, ay, Dios mío. Zurdos. Are there any Latinos aquí? Sí. It means dumb words, deaf ears. Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. Here's an issue that got me a bit heated. Giving 6th grade girls an IUD without their parents' permission. For those of you who don't know, an IUD is an intrauterine device, contraceptive, and the question is this too young? Do you want to take this? Because
Is this too young? I mean, where's the father? That's what I want to know. Where are the fathers?
6th grade is 11.
That's 11 years old.
Yeah.
Where are the fathers in this equation? I mean,
Well, yeah.
11 years old. Am I wrong for asking why are they having sex in the first place? At 11?
No.
This is scary to me. I mean, fathers are the ones who instill confidence in little girls. They are the ones who show little girls how women should be treated and how they should communicate with other people. And for little girls to think that now they have to give their bodies away?
My problem is this. look, our kids are having interest. Ready to be got two.
There we go.
Which means what?
Looks like Evan has won the daddy games, which means, Boris, your fate is doomed.
This is the best part ever. I'm so excited.
Well, hey,
I never thought.
Can I get some audience music? Dun, 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 dun.
I've known you so long, and I never thought I was going to be able to spray milk in your face.
I don't need glasses.
He's ready to go. You probably should put the goggles on, because
I'll take it.
I'm going for the face, bro.
We don't have a lot of clothes for this show, so you gotta.
That's a good wife. She's
Cover
taking
the
care
baby.
of you.
I'm taking care of you.
Give it to me.
All right. Ready?
You ready?
Aim. Fire.
Give it to me.
I had to get the shoes.
Thanks to Evan for stopping by. Make sure to check out his new single, How to Live Alone. And don't miss him in the Hunger Games, Michael James Part 2. We'll be right back.
Our next guest danced into our hearts as the two-time champion of Dancing with the Stars. And yes, I know, amazing. And she's currently starred on I Can Do That. Now she's back in the spotlight after stepping down from her duties as one of the co-hosts of the Miss USA pageant as a result of the controversial statements by Donald Trump. Please welcome Cheryl Burke.
There you go. Hi.
How are you guys? Congratulations on your new show.
Oh, thank you.
It's awesome. Let me stop recording.
There you
All right,
go.
there we go.
Just put it down.
All right.
Welcome, welcome.
Thank you. How are you guys? Hi.
Cheryl, I gotta applaud you for your courage to take a stance in light of the whole controversy with the Miss USA pageant.
Thank you so much. Yeah, you know, it's always been my dream to co-host live TV, and especially Miss USA. I know how hard these girls have been working. This has been a dream for them, like their whole life, I'm sure. But, you know, I had to make the right decision for myself, and in good conscience, I just couldn't move forward, so.
Good for you. So let's shift gears a little bit. You just finished the hit NBC stunt show, I Can Do That.
Oh,
I saw you.
Yeah.
so crazy. I was a Harlem
What's the show?
Globetrotter.
I know, Jabberwocky.
I was a Jabberwocky. I double dutch with Sierra.
I saw that.
That was
Then problem solved. But if it's not, it's nobody's business what anybody wears to school. If it's a school like that,
Yeah.
you can't tell anybody what to wear. Okay, we're beyond that. But at the same time, I got to talk to the guys, to the boys out there in those schools. Boys, focus on your duty, not the booty. All right? You're supposed to read, you're supposed to do math, you're supposed to do a whole bunch of stuff, but not
Baby,
pay
in
attention to
America, duty is another word. It's duty.
Okay, boys, focus on your duty, not the booty. Is that better?
That's better.
All right, we got to take a break. We'll be right back with our friend Evan Ross.
Our first guest is actor, singer, and soon he will add dad to his resume. Please welcome Evan Ross.
Good job. Good job. Hey. Wow. Well,
Where should I sit, right here?
Yeah,
You can sit right here,
That's
yes.
perfect.
Yes.
Your pants are ripped.
Yeah. Happened on the way here.
Oh, really?
I was trying to get here so fast, I ran and I tripped and
See,
ripped through the jeans.
well, we'll get you a new pair.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
What are you, his uncle?
Yes, I am. As a matter of fact,
Kind of feels
we
like
met.
it.
We
Kinda
met
feels like
when
it.
you were a teenager.
Yes.
Yes. Remember that?
Yeah, I was 15, about to be 16. Yeah.
And you were.
I was 17. Thank you.
Yeah, we're the same age.
I've known him. I feel like I've known him for such a long time. It's amazing to see you.
Yeah, grown up.
Well, I mean, looking at your pants, I'm not sure, but
Unbelievable.
Parts of me, you know.
yeah, parts of you.
Your dad was a famous mountaineer. Your mom's this legendary icon. When you were growing up, did you know, or how did you know, like when your mom walked into the room, that she was the one and only Diana Ross?
You start to realize that there's something special about your mother, I think, when just her presence itself, even more than I think the fact that like people knew who she was. I could always tell, you could feel her when she walked into a room. It would feel like something.
So she would wear like all gowns?
No,
and
not at all.
nightgowns,
But even if there's something she's so special, but there's something about her that even no matter what she's doing, whatever it is, like she has such a presence about her.
Yeah.
Whatever that energy is. Yeah. I remember walking into school rooms and things like that, and even if she was like trying to hide and peek in just to check on us, she was like, everybody.
Adversity you had to deal with since being a celebrity.
Well, like I said, with body image issues, that happened when I was in my early 20s, when I first did Dancing with the Stars. And because you're kind of in this limelight, which is not the real world, but you're in this limelight where there's lots of paparazzi and there's lots of people just, body shaming you. And for me, that was really hard, all that attention, because it was hard for me to be able just to be like, you know what, you don't have to be a size 0 to be beautiful.
Right.
You should embrace your body and embrace who you are.
Yeah, for me, it was always me feeling like I couldn't do anything because I was sick. And today, I'm sitting here doing what I like to do.
That's right.
You are an inspiration, I'm telling you. You're an inspiration to me and so many people. And you keep doing what you're doing because you're amazing at it. You really are.
Yes, you are.
Thank you.
You really are.
Yes.
Right into the camera.
Well, thank you, Cheryl, for being my guest. And actually, I have one last thing for you.
What's that?
Well, with my Just Be You movement, we make bracelets. And we give them away to kids. So I would like to present you with your very own custom Just Be You bracelet.
Oh,
Wow, look at that. Thank you, Shayla. Didn't she do a great job, everybody? Huh? You're going to have your own show one day.
You're going to have your own show.
Wow.
Thank you to Cheryl Burke for helping us make Shayla's dream come true. For more information on Shayla's Just Be You campaign, follow her on Facebook at facebook.com/justbeyou.
We'll be right back.
Before the break, we sent fashion expert Stacey Cox backstage to help a few people break free of their old style. Please welcome back Stacey Cox. So we've been waiting long enough. Let's check out these new looks. Remember Julie and Dave? Well, he wanted her to get rid of her unsexy PJs, and she wanted him to dress up when they go out a few times on dates.
Let's see them now. Come out, Julie and Dave. Whoa! What happened?
Makeover.
We found her sexy.
Wow.
Well,
Yes.
Julie is a real estate broker. She is a wife. She's Dave's wife. She's Michelle's mom.
She's a bad
running
mama jamma, that's what you see.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sometimes you have to give busy, multitasking moms permission to go back in and unlock their sexy.
And don't forget Dave over here.
Well,
Hello.
Exactly.
Wow. And wait a minute, but this is something you feel comfortable in, right? This is something you could do. It's not too...
You want to do and what your dream is.
With me being sick, I've always found that you can lose yourself in whatever you're going through, and you just have to stick to being yourself.
100%. Yes, I totally agree with you, Shayla.
Yes.
Good for you.
What has been some adversity you had to deal with since being a celebrity?
Well, like I said, with body image issues, that happened when I was in my early 20s, when I first did Dancing with the Stars. And because you're kind of in this limelight, which is not the real world, but you're in this limelight where there's lots of paparazzi and there's lots of people just, body shaming you. And for me, that was really hard, all that attention, because it was hard for me to be able just to be like, you know what, you don't have to be a size 0 to be beautiful.
Right.
You should embrace your body and embrace who you are.
Yeah, for me, it was always me feeling like I couldn't do anything because I was sick. And today I'm sitting here doing what I like to do.
That's right.
You are an inspiration, I'm telling you. You're an inspiration to me and so many people. And you keep doing what you're doing because you're amazing at it. You really are.
Yes, you are.
Thank you.
You really are.
Yes.
Right into the camera.
Well, thank you, Cheryl, for being my guest. And actually, I have one last thing for you.
What's that?
Well, with my Just Be You movement, we make bracelets. And we give them away to kids. So I would like to present you with your very own custom Just Be You bracelet.
Oh,
Wow,
thank you, babe.
thank you, Shayla. Didn't she do a great job, everybody? Huh? You're going to have your own show one day.
You're going to have your own show.
Wow.
Thank you to Cheryl Burke for helping us make Shayla's dream come true. For more information on Shayla's Just Be You campaign, follow her on Facebook at facebook.com/justbeyou.
We'll be right back.
Before the break, we sent fashion expert Stacey Cox backstage to help a few people break free of their old style. Please welcome back Stacey Cox. So we've been waiting long enough. Let's check out these new looks. Remember Julie and Dave? Well, he wanted her to get rid of her unsexy PJs, and she wanted him to dress up when they go out a few times on dates.
Let's see them now. Come out, Julie and Dave. Whoa! What happened?
Makeover.
We found her sexy.
Wow.
Well,
Yes.
Julie is a real estate broker. She is a wife. She's Dave's wife. She's Michelle's mom.
She's a bad
It was always me feeling like I couldn't do anything because I was sick. And today I'm sitting here doing what I like to do.
That's right.
You are an inspiration, I'm telling you. You're an inspiration to me and so many people. And you keep doing what you're doing because you're amazing at it. You really are.
Yes, you are.
Thank
You
you.
really are.
Yes.
Right into the camera.
Well, thank you, Cheryl, for being my guest. And actually, I have one last thing for you.
What's that?
Well, with my Just Be You movement, we make bracelets. And we give them away to kids. So I would like to present you with your very own custom Just Be You bracelet.
Oh,
Wow,
thank you, babe.
thank you, Shayla. Didn't she do a great job, everybody? Huh? You're going to have your own show one day.
You're going to have your own show.
Wow.
Thank you to Cheryl Burke for helping us make Shayla's dream come true. For more information on Shayla's Just Be You campaign, follow her on Facebook at facebook.com/justbeyou.
We'll be right back.
Before the break, we sent fashion expert Stacey Cox backstage to help a few people break free of their old style. Please welcome back Stacey Cox. So we've been waiting long enough. Let's check out these new looks. Remember Julie and Dave? Well, he wanted her to get rid of her unsexy PJs, and she wanted him to dress up when they go out a few times on dates.
Let's see them now. Come out, Julie and Dave. Whoa! What happened?
Makeover.
We found her sexy.
Wow.
Well,
Yes.
Julie is a real estate broker. She is a wife. She's Dave's wife. She's Michelle's mom.
She's a bad mamma jamma, that's what you see.
Wow.
Sometimes you have to give busy, multitasking moms permission to go back in and unlock their sexy.
And don't forget Dave over here.
Well,
Hello.
Exactly.
Wow. And wait a minute, but this is something you feel comfortable in, right? This is something you could do. It's not too over the top. It's still comfortable, casual.
That's all good.
It's all
Well,
good.
let's ask them. How do you like his look, Julie?
I think he looks amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd go out to a club with him.
I bet. And what about you? What about you? How do you feel about Julie?
I think the slumber party stepped up a notch.
There's a whole other kind of slumber party going on.
Remember Fatima and Raul, she wanted him to get rid of his booty shorts, and he wanted her to ditch the flowery dress. for Team and Raul. Come on out now.
In the Hunger Games, Michael J. Part 2. We'll be right back.
Our next guest danced into our hearts as the two-time champion of Dancing with the Stars. And yes, I know, amazing. And she's currently starred on I Can Do That. Now she's back in the spotlight after stepping down from her duties as one of the co-hosts of the Miss USA pageant as a result of the controversial statements by Donald Trump. Please welcome Cheryl Burke.
There you go.
Hi.
How are you guys? Congratulations on your new show.
Oh, thank you.
It's awesome. Let me stop recording.
There you
All right,
go.
there we go.
Just put it down.
All right.
Welcome, welcome.
Thank you.
Cheryl.
How are you guys? Hi.
Cheryl, I gotta applaud you for your courage to take a stance in light of the whole controversy with the Miss USA pageant.
Thank you so much. Yeah, you know, it's always been my dream to co-host live TV, and especially Miss USA. I know how hard these girls have been working. This has been a dream for them, like their whole life, I'm sure. But, you know, I had to make the right decision for myself, and in good conscience, I just couldn't move forward, so.
Good for you. So let's shift gears a little bit. You just finished the hit NBC stunt show, I Can Do That.
Oh,
I saw you.
Yeah.
so crazy. I was a Harlem
What's the show?
Globetrotter.
I know, Jabberwocky.
I was a Jabberwocky. I double dutched with Sierra.
I saw that.
That was hard.
That was amazing.
I never got injured when I did Dancing with the Stars, but I got injured double dutching with Sierra.
So tell us, what is the show about? What's
So
the setup?
it's 6 of us, just to name a few. It's me, Nicole Scherzinger, Sierra, Joe Jonas, Jeffrey Dye, and Alan Richardson. And basically, it's kind of like The Voice meets America's Got Talent. So we're running up, and if that person wants the challenge, then they can pick their partner. And for instance, so Jeffrey Dye was like, I want you to Harlem Globetrot. I was like, listen, I cannot play basketball. You're choosing the wrong part. I think I played when I was in 6th grade, and then acrylic nails came in my life, and I was like, okay, this is not going to happen. So, but it was actually, it's so much fun, and we're all judging each other, but no one gets eliminated. No one's holding up a paddle. So it's like a fun competition.
Right.
And I think it's family friendly, and we're actually doing stuff that we've never done before. So, you know, we're all good at what we do, but we're completely out of our comfort zone. And it's so cool to be able to feel challenged. And I think it's also inspiring just to know that if you really put your mind and heart into...
Guests stuck around. Please welcome back Cheryl Burke.
You're so beautiful.
Thank you.
Did we lose your cord?
It's okay.
You got it?
There it is.
I'll get it for her. Oh, it's right there. It happens. I'm a seasoned talk show host.
How are you, baby?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Cheryl, I've had to deal with tough things in my life. What advice would you give a young girl having to deal with difficult situations?
Well, that's a good question. I think we've all, you know, all of us have dealt with whatever we have been dealing with. Like for me, it was body image issues. And, you know, I also went through child abuse when I was a little girl. So that alone was really difficult to deal with. But I always surround myself with great people and great family and friends that really keep you grounded. And you always need to just, you know, look up to the stars and just reach for your goals, because don't let anything ever stop you from what you want to do and what your dream is.
With me being sick, I've always found that you can lose yourself in whatever you're going through, and you just have to stick to being yourself.
100%. Yes, I totally agree with you, Shayla.
Yes.
Good for you.
What has been some adversity you had to deal with since being a celebrity?
Well, like I said, with body image issues, you know, that happened when I was in my early 20s when I first did Dancing with the Stars. And because you're kind of in this limelight, which is not the real world, but you're in this limelight where there's lots of paparazzi and there's lots of people just, you know, body shaming you. And for me, that was really hard, all that attention, because, it was hard for me to be able just to be like, you know what, you don't have to be a size 0 to be beautiful.
Right.
You should embrace your body and embrace who you are.
Yeah, for me, it was always me feeling like I couldn't do anything because I was sick. And today, I'm sitting here doing what I like to do.
That's right.
You are an inspiration, I'm telling you. You're an inspiration to me and so many people. And you keep doing what you're doing because you're amazing at it. You really are.
Yes, you are.
Thank
You
you.
really are.
Yes.
Right into the camera.
Well, thank you, Cheryl, for being my guest. And actually, I have one last thing for you.
What's that?
Well, with my Just Be You movement, we make bracelets. And we give them away to kids. So I would like to present you with your very own custom Just Be You bracelet.
Oh,
Wow, look at that. Thank you, Shayla. Didn't she do a great job, everybody? Huh? You're going to have your own show one day.
You're going to have your own show.
Wow.
Thank you to Cheryl Burke for helping us make Shayla's dream come true. For more information on Shayla's Just Be You campaign, follow.
How do you like his look, Julie?
I think he looks amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd go out to a club with him.
I bet. And what about you? What about you? How do you feel about Julie?
I think the slumber party stepped up a notch.
There's a whole other kind of slumber party going on.
Remember Fatima and Raul, she wanted him to get rid of his booty shorts, and he wanted her to ditch the flowery dress. Fatima and Raul, come on out now.
There we go.
You did good, Stace.
Nice.
Thank you. So with Fatima, it's all about understanding what a sheath dress is. So what she's wearing is a solid color. It pops her skin tone. It's a sheath dress with that beautiful tucks and gatherings at her waist, so it brings her in and creates a streamlined silhouette. Rose gold jewelry, so on trend right now. The little blazer, she can take it on or off. That adds another layer to the look. And hot stuff over here, Raul. Okay, so big deal. I added a few inches of length to his shorts.
Okay.
All right?
I did. But they're still fly, though. They're still fly.
How do you guys like each other's looks?
Love it.
I'm so happy. This is safe.
Well, you look good. You look
Neighbors
good.
are not going to call the police anymore.
Children don't have
That's
to
a good thing.
It's time for our last makeover. Sean?
Sean, come on
Come on down, Sean.
Yes. Hi.
Okay, you wanted your girlfriend to let go of her tomboy look.
Yes.
Right?
I mean, I do think it's cute, but it was just too much.
That's
too,
okay,
Too
that's
often.
okay.
So, you know.
This is
Okay.
Bree before.
Let's see her today. Let's see her right now. Come on out, Bree. Whoa! Whoa! What did you do? Look at Sean's face. Look at his face. Look at his face. He's like,
Wow. Like, I've seen a lot of makeovers before, and you are so beautiful.
Yes, you
With the tomboy, when you're dealing with tomboys, you want to go in gently. You can send them right back to their treehouse
She's
if
not
you
showing too
No,
much.
That's it. You can't be too. You got it, Nicole. You can't be too skimpy, too sheer, or too much cleavage. You got to keep it classy and edge the tomboy into something like this.
But she has a nice army fatigue color. It's kind of
and the
muted.
peplum
A little
top
pop
is on
of feminine.
Yeah,
There's
Sean, what do you think?
I think it's spectacular. Absolutely. I'm blown away.
go over there. Give her a hug. You tomboy. Come on now. No, you can't wait. There it
Thank you
is.
all for being with us today. This is amazing.
Special thanks to Evan
Stacey.
Ross, Cheryl Burke, and Shayla Rucker for hanging
Bye,
out with us, too.
Shay Shay.
Bye, Shay Shay. See you next time, guys.
Thank you, Stacey.